Good morning, Better Wives Club. This is Trinisha, and I'm going to talk about day 5 of the Love Dare, and it is titled Love is Not Rude. It starts off with Proverbs 27:14 and says, He who blesses his friend with a loud voice early in the morning, it will be reckoned a curse to him. So it just talks about nothing is more irritating than a rude person, whether it's verbally rude, or they have bad table manners, or they don't know how to talk to people, or sometimes they're too honest with people. It's just being rude all around. And so it says, love has something to say about this. When a man is driven by love, he intentionally behaves in a way that's more pleasant for his wife to be around. If she desires to love him, she purposefully avoids things that frustrate him or cause him discomfort. And the bottom line is that genuine love reminds us to basically mind our manners. And etiquette that we use at home is sometimes different than the etiquette that we use out in public. Um, Basically, you should be treating your husband as good and better as people that you meet on the street, or people that you work with, or your friends. Sometimes we fall suit to treating the ones we love the most worse than we treat people we like or people we hardly know. We put on a smiley face and a polite demeanor with new people, but we should be transferring that same energy into showing our husbands how much we love him and having a gentler, kinder spirit and not being rude to him as well. It says women tend to be much better at certain types of manners than men, and though they can be rude in other ways, King Solomon said, better to live on a corner of the roof than share a house with a quarrelsome woman. Proverbs 25:24. But men especially need to learn this important lesson. The Bible says, it is well with the man who is gracious, and that's Psalms 112. There are two main reasons why people are rude, and that's ignorance and selfishness. Neither is a good thing, but a child is born ignorant of etiquette, and it takes years of training and grooming and teaching for you to teach your child what proper etiquette is and how not to be rude to others and to be nice and kind. And the thing is, we know the rules, and we're probably the worst at breaking them. And you need to consider, like, okay, is there things about your spouse that's rude that you would want to change? You need to turn that around and think about yourself, because if you're pointing that finger at your husband and think that you have no room for improvement, that's both being ignorant and selfish. So test yourself with these questions. How does your spouse feel about the way you speak or act around him? How does your behavior affect your husband's sense of self-worth and self-esteem? Your husband should feel like the head of the household. He should be your king. You should treat him like your king, and he should be treating you like a queen. Would your husband say you're a blessing, or that you're condescending and embarrassing? If you're thinking that your spouse, not you, is the one who needs the work in this area, then, like I said, you're suffering from ignorance and selfishness. Remember, love is not rude, but lifts you to a higher standard. Do you wish your spouse would quit doing the things that bother you? Then it's time to stop doing the things that bother your spouse. Here are the 3 guiding principles when it comes to practicing etiquette in your marriage. And the first one is guard the golden rule. Basically, everybody knows this rule. Treat your husband the way that you would want to be treated all the time, no matter what. Number 2, there are no double standards. Be as considerate to your spouse as you are to strangers and coworkers. And 3, on a request, consider what your husband or wife already asked you to do or not to do. If in doubt, then ask. So today's dare is ask your spouse to tell you 3 things that cause him to be uncomfortable or irritated with you. You must do so without attacking your spouse about being honest with you, and don't try to justify your behavior. Just listen. And this is from their perspective only. So once you get that feedback from them, don't use it to start an argument. Don't walk away upset. Don't spend your day upset with them for being honest with you. Consider those things that he told you and make an honest effort and a valiant effort to improve those things. And do it consciously every day. Think about those things every day and continue to move forward and improve those things. So just do today's dare. I'm going to do my best to do mine. And you guys have a great day. Bye.